Good morning, everybody. I think I only have a short amount of time before I gotta go get my daughter. I even woke up even earlier today so I could get the video knocked out. I'm not rushing everywhere, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. I used to call it Terrible Tuesday, but I don't even have a Terrible Tuesday anymore. I just have, always my Tuesday energy would be like work, work, work. Tuesday and Thursday. Those 2 days out of the week, they always were like activity days. But now I don't even think about them at all, hardly. I mean, obviously I do because I just made a reference to it. But yeah, I just have things that I have to knock out today, which is going to be fun. But I am in this exhausting texting conversation with the girl I'm dating. That's my business partner. But it's like, and it's like, look, Chief, I've already talked to you about some of this stuff. Now you're over here telling me like I didn't go over the conversation with you, like you're trying to hold me accountable to something like that when I know damn well I did. I even had text messages to back it up. It's like, look, if it was lost in translation, different story. Totally agree with that. And that things happen like that in communication. Let it be. If it wasn't exactly like what you interpreted it, fine. But don't sit here and try to make accusations and hold things in guilt accountability as if something has gone awry or sideways. Like, I don't have any patience for that. I'm in warrior spirit right now, and I will fucking cut and move on. It's different. I'm not like the same person before. I watch The Last Kingdom every single day, and I don't know what's going to be like after that show is done and I'm not watching it anymore. Because I don't know how the intensity of whatever it is that I'm doing will carry on, but I have a very strong intention to get shit done. And I have a warrior-like mind frame. Speaking of which, yesterday I worked with spirits and I just, I tried to connect with my ancestors, connect with spirits of the past, my energies of the past. And I did invocations, I burned sage, I did everything, I raised the spirits. And the weird thing that happened, because I wanted to be honest. I didn't want certain things to be done incorrectly. I didn't invite anything negative in. I kept everything very positive. But I had my intentions strongly set. And the boundary of that room is powerful. It feels that way. I slept in there during my session. And it was one of the more peaceful experiences I went through. Like, I just slept there on my couch and I was just like, oh, this energy feels so nice and sweet and good. It just felt warming, and I wasn't anticipating that ever, really. And the outcome, which I didn't anticipate really anything, maybe I should have. I don't know if that would have helped. But my cousin came over later that evening. I was taught with the individual that I needed to do some of this other business, not the one I'm going to be meeting tomorrow, but a different one. He talks to me. He says, "Yeah, no problem." And he's got connections that are even more stronger than I could have imagined that I would probably need. So, like, anything I ever need at my disposal with doing housing, it's taken care of. It's not a problem. And there's like years and years of work built upon that. So it's not like they're just showing up yesterday. It's a shame that we have people that have pretty great reputations out here, but they still feel like they need to like prove themselves. It's the same kind of in my business. I've actually proven myself in my industry. I have a lot of people that respect me. Some people, they love to hook up to my coattails, and I don't know. I don't even know them. I've had so many situations like that. I'll show up and they're like, "Oh, hey," they'll just start da 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 da. He's this and he's that, and I'm like, man. And then my people like, so you know them really well? Like, I don't know who that person is. I don't know them at all. Well, they seem to know you. I'm like, yeah, but that happens a lot. And maybe my resources are spread thin, but I don't know. But anyways, here's the crazy thing. The whole thing that kickstarted my entire revenge, and I'm not putting it down. Don't get me wrong. My intention seems to be still set for the paths I need to go forward with. Very set for that. Because I don't know, there's an energy about me. And then I also experienced some stuff that just from my my recent ex, it's so terrible what's happened out of all that. Like it's just terrible. That is, it all I can see. And if I'm wrong, this is just purely my intuition, my feelings, personal to me. But it is the most manipulative, deceptive situation, one of the most that I've ever been through. And because I held my ground in a very neutral way, where I didn't allow my emotions to overrun or get caught up in the winds of it all, I made it out safely. And this is crazy. But I've lost a strong bond with certain friends. I was not invited. There were so many levels of control that I was involved, and I just got kind of thrown in and just removed, that this individual put me through. I can't believe it. Like, and she remains my friend on Facebook. It's insane. But anyways, I want to tell you what the spell was. So the spell is very much set for revenge. I wanted the option to have that, and also to be in this power position, to be able to execute the revenge or not, just be in an overwhelmingly empowered state. And that's financially, whatever. And that evening, after talking with the contractor guy, he was like on board. He's like, totally, whatever. And then I got a call from my business partner that screwed me over. I have not talked to him in almost a month. It's been that long. And said he was running with my stuff and basically wasn't, he didn't say he wasn't going to work, but he said, oh, I'll call you, and didn't call me for like a month. So there you go. He calls me. He's got a situation that we're both tied into legally with some other crap. Starts to let me know how that's going, da-da-da-da-da. And he told me, he's like, look, I have not forgot you. He's like, I've just been busy. We're about to finish up with this first situation. And he goes, I'm going to contact you. He goes, you and my other business partner are my number one guys. I'm not including anybody else. You're my guys. Like this. And I was like, I really appreciate it. And he's like, no. He goes, there's no other way, man. You ought to know. He goes, I knew you probably thought that I dropped you. And I was like, yeah. I was like, you don't understand. Like, no communication is still communication for me. So I'm still moving forward with it. I'm just not tying my energy to him necessarily, but it's still overwhelmingly emphasized on the other, which is my previous ex. Until I know more, till I understand more, the pressure justifiably should be pressured that way. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I like to find out if I'm wrong, but that person has to reach out to me, connect with me, and let me know what the hell's going on. But you know what? I feel like in my bones, I know that ain't gonna happen. She will not call, she will not text. After she's not receiving one message from me, her pride will stop her from any kind of activity from contacting me. And I've witnessed an experience where she screwed over someone else, another weird relation type situation. And she had a huge meltdown, just cried out. It was a very probably embarrassing public display. But it's not the first time. She did it with me at a grocery store. I mean, I just kind of hurried her away. We had to stop with the event that we were with the people we were with, and just make it all a big deal and get the fuck out of there. And it's all on that covert narcissism level, unfortunately. Other thing was, my first ex broke down and started crying all over me yesterday on the phone, and I just told her, get her stuff together, you're going to be all right. But she's going through it. I mean, it seemed kind of inevitable, because you can't have at this day and time, having a long distance relationship is even more difficult. I can't even have a close distance relationship without it being long distance. The partners in this situation are so ridiculous. Some of it's on the male side, some of it's on the female side. So I mean, like I'm busy in this communication with the girl I'm dating. I'm ready. I'm moving on. Like I can't stand it. It's like it's I don't even try to think about it. I don't think about it really. I'm set up to go this weekend to a festival. I would have normally asked her to go. I've already asked her for like 5 or 6 damn things. When is it gonna be enough for me to say this girl is flaky as fuck? And so I have to be strong with that conviction. And I'm done with it. So I've got an event I'm going to. I'm going with my friends. Great, good people that I know from the past that when they make commitments, they fucking show up and they're gonna be there. Their intentions are good. So I mean, like I with the people I want to spend time with, they want to spend time with me. I'm not gonna flake on them. And it sucks because I'll be involved with somebody like her who rubs off on me with flakiness, and then if I start to do that shit to other people, that I don't want to have the same result. I don't like that. Lots to share today, huh? So, and then the other thing was I was at the playground the other day and wasn't anticipating or expecting anything for conversation. I was just sitting there chilling, letting my kid play. Nothing big, nothing major. And at the almost the very, very tail end, I was ready to get the fuck up out of there. This guy comes over, casually sits down next to me like I would sit down next to somebody and just don't care who they are. You know, it's a seat. Like, thank God, you know, somebody's normal here. And he's like, hey. I was like, hey, how's it going, bro? He's like, I'm doing good, brother. Good, good. He starts talking with me. We are like identical bros. I mean, identical. It is scary how similar we are. He was a year older than me, but we have damn near the exact same similarities. It's spooky. He starts sharing with me. Gosh, I'm trying to remember it. I needed his birthday because we went over sign charts. We went over every fucking thing you can think of. And with women, our relationships, building our partners up to have them be successful, and then only for them to screw us over. His daughter is the same, just like mine. They run, they do the same. Like their movements are the same. And like we were picking up on this pretty fast. And he was like, and he said something that I normally would say in these moments, which is, dude, what's your number, man? Like we got to stay in contact. And he said it, and I was just like, this is insane. Text me, connected. He's like, all right, cool. We leaving at the park. You know, every week we close down the park. Like, when do you close down a playground park? I mean, it has to be dark. We're over there sitting there at dark and just talking, and insane conversation. And then, of course, he's texting me. I'm texting him that one time, and we don't communicate that since then. And it's like, that's the same. We're very identical, and he's even very introverted. Like where he likes to retreat away. He's like, he likes to connect with people and then move the fuck on. I'm just like, this is crazy. But anyways, that's as much as I got to share. There's a lot there to unpack. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with this other girl that gets aggravating. It's pretty fucking annoying. But I'm just venting right now. But in business, she's pretty damn legit. She seems very just like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. But in the relationship field, that's already going to irritate the fuck out of me. This is like, I don't know. Like, I need somebody else that's going to be there emotionally, that wants to be and be connected. Instead of just like, oh, Sprinkles, I got a little kiss. I'm good. I don't need you for the rest of the whole month or something. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I bond with people. If people don't bond with other people, I'm respectful of that. Fine, be that way. But don't fuck around with me. It's not going to bear well. It's not going to bode well. Anyways, I'm out of here. Guys, thanks for watching if you watched. And I will see you on the next video. Peace.